following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbb-radio.com.
The Mom and Daughter Disney Dreamers podcast.
And we are on episode 25, and as you know, we've been leading up to this on Instagram, Facebook. We've been putting announcement videos, and we said we were going to announce it on this one. So, yeah, we're super excited.
We're super excited to welcome not only one special guest, but two special guests. But before we do that, should we do our book quote?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, and recently we started doing a book quote from the official Walt Disney quote book. Got this on Amazon. So just, reading a quote from Walt himself. And the one that I have this time is, "All the adversity I've had in my life, all my troubles and obstacles have strengthened me." I definitely agree with that, because sometimes you have to go through some tough challenges to get to the good times. Right? Ooh, careful.
Okay. Mine is, "You can't live on things made for children or for critics. I've never made films for either of them. Disneyland is not just for children. I don't play down." And I think Disney isn't just for kids. It's for adults. It's for really any age, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So should we introduce our guests?
Yes.
All right. So
Welcome.
Today we have two special guests, Francine and Carrie of the Pixie Dust Fan podcast. Welcome, Francine and Carrie.
Hello. We're so excited to be here.
Oh, thank you.
We're happy you're here.
Yeah, I know. This has been truly a dream come true. So Francine and Carrie, they're two best friends and huge Disney enthusiasts on their podcasts, which you do twice a month, right? You share lots of laughs, and you're always making your episodes positive and fun, and you focus on trip reports, tips. You have special guests as well, and lots more. And the one thing that I enjoy is that you're not afraid to talk about any topic, even Disney bathrooms. And and you also are guests on other Disney related podcasts. And now ours. So welcome. We're so happy to have you join us, and also especially because it's our 25th.
Yeah.
So
we thank everyone for guessing, and
yeah. So
thank you. Congratulations on your 25th, and thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you.
What
thank
episode are you guys on?
No.
Do you not know? Oopsie.
You stumped them already. Oh,
it's okay. It's okay.
That's
200 and something. I can't remember.
Okay, we'll take a look.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
Now, when we started 2026, we did like Disney resolutions, and I did say one of our podcast resolutions is to have special guests, certain guests that we had in mind, and one of them, I didn't want to say who because haven't lined them all up yet, but I have dreams of big time people, and you guys are definitely one of them. So thank you so much for fulfilling one of our Disney resolutions and goals.
Thank you.
So you've definitely inspired us. I have listened to every episode of your podcast, and
that's a lot of episodes to watch.
We were Isabel's 13, but so I've been listening now for a couple years, at least 3 years, because I think I didn't find your podcast from the very beginning, but I caught up and listened to all of them. But so a couple of years
Definitely
at least.
Listen to all of them.
Yeah, and sometimes twice. The one episode that cracks me up still is when Francine, you washed your mug in the Disney laundry.
And
yeah, your Dumbo mug. So that, sometimes if I need a laugh, I think of that. But you definitely have inspired us, and I always said, "Oh, Isabel, we need to start our own podcast. We really we need to be like Francine and Carrie and start our podcast." And then we eventually did it. So thank you.
That's amazing. Good for you.
Well, why don't you tell us? You both can take turns. A little bit how your love for Disney started.
Carrie, you want to go first?
Yeah, I get my love for Disney wasn't until I was an adult, until I went to the theme parks. So when I grew up, I grew up. I know I've said this on our podcast. Like I grew up during like the dead era of Disney, where there wasn't, before the Renaissance. So I grew up watching like Flintstones and Hanna-Barbera and Tom and Jerry and all of those things. And I didn't watch Disney movies, so I didn't really have a tie till my niece when she was little. I started that's when the Renaissance was. So I like Little Mermaid and I liked all those movies. But otherwise, it wasn't until I was an adult. And then I went to the parks. I saw how much fun it was, that you could plan every single little minute of your day and make it like a manual, because you can't go without a manual. And then it just all went from there. That's what happened. It was as an adult. And then, so I don't really have a lot of ties to like a lot of the characters. But yeah, I was like, this is fun. Like I was just starting to travel, just getting my first full-time job, and I could start to afford to travel. And that was one of my first trips I probably ever had. And I was like, this is a lot of fun. So
Awesome. And how about you, Francine?
For me, I was the opposite. I started going as a kid. I think my first trip, I think I was 3 years old. And it was our family vacation every year. We would go down to Walt Disney World. And then as I got older and started making my own money, then I started going more often, more than once a year. And it just kept going. And it's my happy place. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it like to be a Disney adult? I mean, how do you keep on going? Just you two?
Oh, we work we work hard at our being a Disney adult. Our doing the podcast, talking to other Disney people, it's part of our everyday life. It's what brings us joy every single day. And we work hard at it, and we try to go as often as we can, and we try to mix it up. We try to do different things when we go as well.
And one thing too, as a Disney adult, you also like a lot of our social circles are Disney friends now too. Like I think that goes hand in hand. So it makes it a little bit easier, like the people that surround us, and there's no shortage of Disney in our lives when it comes to our friends. So we can easily find people to talk about it. We can easily find people to travel with too, because we have like most of our closest friends are Disney adults as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I always have something in common then to, talk about and talk about different things happening at the parks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, what made you start like a Disney podcast? Because obviously you know so much about Disney. So why did you start one?
Oh, that's a good question. So I was actually invited on a podcast. One of our friends years ago, she had a podcast and she invited me on to talk about Disney. And it was so much fun. So I thought, well, I'm going to start one. But I was doing it by myself, and it's really hard to just do a monologue. And I kept saying to Carrie, come on. And she was like, no, I'm not doing it with you. And then I finally convinced her to be a guest on one episode. And then I convinced her to do another one and another one. And then finally I was just like, Carrie, can we just make this permanent? And she was like, okay. And that was it. And now it's like as we're both so busy that the podcast is really, we promise each other at least 1 hour every 2 weeks. We're going to sit down and just talk. And, you guys get maybe an hour of our recording, but we probably talk for 2 hours before we start recording and then an hour afterwards. So it's our sort of dedicated time to be
great.
together.
Yeah. How long have you two known each other?
Probably about, I would say 14
years?
or 15 years. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Oh, now, you both recently have shared on your Pixie Dust Fan podcast that I always love it when you say it, because now I use the term too, that you retired from your unmagical jobs and you're putting your energy into your magical jobs, and you both have different travel agencies. Francine Playcation Travel and Carrie Pure Magic Vacations. What is it like helping other people plan their magical times?
I think that's why we got into it. Like both Fran and I have done this for many years, like close to like 20 years we've been in the travel industry, and we just started doing it because we love planning trips so much, and so it's so magical that you want to do it for other people, right? And you become the expert and everybody starts asking you about it. But it's fun to bring magic. Yeah, it's fun to bring magic to people's lives. And like the fact that we get to do it full time now is, none of the unmagical job doesn't hold us back. We can focus as much time as we want on the magical stuff now, which is awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
do that one? Yeah.
So I wanted to talk a little bit more about your favorites. I know, like Francine, you've shared you're more of a Disney World person. Carrie, you're more of a Disneyland. Unfortunately, we have not been to Disneyland yet, so you'll need to educate us. But we've been to Disney World multiple times. But we would love to hear more about like what your favorites are at each, your experiences.
And they have rides at Disneyland that are the same as Disney World, but they're different. Like it's a small world at Disneyland. It goes outside. And it's kind of like more. I think it's more cool. But there's different rides. They have both rides, but they're different.
And
so
I hear Pirates of the Caribbean is different. So like
the castles there.
It's much smaller at Disneyland, but gorgeous and beautiful. So like for comparisons. Is it fair to compare the two, or like what do you think?
We debate this a lot. And it's funny when we're in Walt Disney World, all I hear from Carrie is this is better at Disneyland. And when we're in Disneyland, all she hears from me is this is better at Walt Disney World. I think it's really hard to compare them because they are so different and they're so unique. I will give you that, there are certain attractions at Disneyland that are superior to the Walt Disney World versions. And I think you're right about It's a Small World and Pirates. I think those are definitely better at Disneyland. Carrie, what would you say? I know she would. I was just going to
say. I just think at Disneyland the vibe is different. So it's a different vibe. It's a different feel. It feels like you're at home and it's familiar, but it's definitely a little bit different. But for me, it's the vibe. It's a vibe and the history. That's why I like Disneyland better. So
getting more into more favorites. If you could make a ride or experience at Disney World, Disneyland, what would it be?
Ooh, like make it from scratch?
I mean, if you could continue doing one, or kind of. If you could just make something like awesome, like a favorite movie or something, like what would it be?
Yeah, or maybe a certain theme, or
I would
we both have said Inside Out.
Yeah.
So like an Inside Out experience or ride or something, but
I love that.
I would make a ride that's like the cat lady ride, the Disney cat lady ride. And everything about Disney cats, or a Muppet ride. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, I think everything at Disneyland is perfect, so I'm okay with it.
They are doing, the Muppet roller coaster instead of Rock and Roller Coaster, but
and Carrie's a huge Muppet fan, so I think like probably going to Hollywood Studios is going to be different now for you, but hopefully. That's going to be opening soon, I think. The
Rock and Roller Coaster just closed a few days ago, so.
Yeah.
So more into favorites, like do you have a favorite park, favorite resort, favorite character? You can just go down the list.
For me, my favorite park is probably Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. But Epcot is a very close second. I'm really starting to appreciate Epcot a lot more every time I go. Favorite resort is the Contemporary. That's nostalgic because that's where I used to go when I was a kid. And favorite character, it changes all the time. My current favorite character is Judy Hopps, just because I love her and I love Zootopia.
I love it.
Yeah, they change all the time. Carrie, what about you?
My favorite, of course, is Disneyland Park is my favorite, and then Epcot in Florida. What else? My favorite resort at Walt Disney World is probably Beach Club or Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've been to Animal Kingdom Lodge a couple times.
Mhm.
Beach Club is on our list, our wish list. So
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
it looks amazing. What about character, Carrie?
Character again, I don't really have like really strong ties. Like, you know, some people like it's like your Stitch or Bust or whatever. Like I don't like I just like Disney cats. Like I think my current would be like Figaro because I have a cat named Figaro, and I think my favorite Disney cat right now is probably Lucifer. And it's most like just because I think he's cute. Like I don't really, you know, I'm the biggest fan of Cinderella, but I like Lucifer. So I would say those would be kind of my other than Kermit and all the Muppets. I love every Muppet. Don't ask me to pick my favorite Muppet, but yeah, I think those.
That's too hard.
Yeah, I think there should be a ride just about the Disney cats at Disney.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said you have a cat named Figaro. We have a cat named Minnie.
Oh yeah, I had a cat named Minnie. I had a cat named Minnie too. I tried to put into Disney names of my cats, but
yeah,
one day I might run out because I like cats a lot.
Nice. And do either of you, well, Carrie, we can see from behind you collect pins. Francine, do you collect pins too? And then do you try to collect like a certain series or certain theme of the pins?
I'm not the pin collector. I buy occasional pins.
dabbled in
I see
pins
them
a
and I
little
like
bit.
them. I dabble a little bit, but Carrie's the collector for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the collector gene. It's
Awesome.
unfortunate sometimes, but awesome it's unfortunate sometimes, but awesome most of the time. It's awesome to be a collector because you just look
you're
at stuff.
giving us some ideas there with your pin boards behind you. So
I like collecting pins a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time we go, I like to get at least a few. So
yeah. So let's talk food, and we'll probably get our listeners hungry. But what are some of your favorite restaurants at either or both Disney World and Disneyland?
Well, I'll let you cover the Disneyland ones. I think we have similar ones at Disneyland.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. It's hard. Yeah, I don't know.
The quick service, we have to say the barbecue place. I think of that place every time I think about Disneyland food.
Bengal barbecue. Bengal barbecue is my favorite, and I love going to like getting an order. Like at Disneyland, they have the julep. Like so, I like getting a mint julep, and then I love at Disneyland. They have I'm trying to like this is horrible that I can't remember the name. The fried chicken at the what's it called, Fran, at the end of Main Street at the Plaza Inn. The fried chicken at the Plaza Inn. That's probably my favorite. They have the best corn dogs there. The corn dogs are better at Disneyland, and the churros are better at Disneyland as well. So
all right.
Yeah, I don't really care for churros either. I mean, I haven't had them.
You haven't had one at Disneyland there, Missy. You got to try one at Disneyland. You might be like, these aren't that bad actually at Disneyland.
I will.
Like,
I get them when we go to Mexico and Epcot's
I don't care
pavilion
for
there.
them, but I think the quick service meals are great. You can just order them on your phone, and they're ready by the time you get them, and it's easy to get.
I have to say,
quick service. Oh, sorry. What's your favorite quick service?
Quick service?
I don't know.
Would
I would say like in Tomorrowland, the place. Oh, at Epcot, what's it called? The place near the store.
Oh, Connections.
Yes, that food is so good. I always get pizza, and it's delicious.
People probably think we're cuckoo about Connections, but I love it. And that waffle, I've commented on your Facebook post before. I love that waffle. It's so good.
It's really good.
Yeah, I have some food sensitivities and allergies to seasonings, which I know is sounds very awkward, but Disney is the best to accommodate my needs, especially when we have sit down meals, because the chef comes out and they're just wonderful. But at Connections, I know I can eat that waffle. It's a go-to place for me, and I've had it for lunch. I've had it as a snack, so it's good.
True.
Yeah.
And I feel silly about the Connections because we of all those places to eat in Epcot all around the world, probably 9 out of 10 times that's where Fran and I are eating at Connections because we walk around that World Show place showcase, we can't decide where the heck we want to eat, and then before you know it, we're back in front of Connections, and we're going in there to have the pizza, the salad, the burgers, or whatever they have that's there. We're in there eating.
Yeah.
We're eating in there. So we're with you on that one for sure.
That's
Yep.
funny. You have definitely inspired me. The one summer we went, because you were talking about Steakhouse 71 on the podcast, on your podcast. And I was like, I kept saying to my husband Rick and to Isabel, I want to go to the Steakhouse 71. We got to get reservations. I keep hearing about it, and like I'm talking about like how like you're like my next door neighbor or something. Francine's talking about. Carrie talked about Steakhouse 71. It's so good even for breakfast. And he's like, who is Francine? And I was like, from Pixie Dust. It's just like, so we did go the one year, and it was for my
I
birthday.
was not happy because we didn't go till like 7:30 at night.
That was
I
the
like
only,
eating early.
that
I'm
was the only
sorry.
reservation that we could get. And she's funny. She likes to eat her dinner at certain times, like she wants to be on a
6:30 at the
schedule.
latest.
I'm like, well, this is the time we're going.
I
So
did get a pretty good steak.
yeah.
so
Oh my gosh.
it was worth the wait.
I dream about that steak still. So
That food is so good. We
Yeah.
can't even count how many times we've eaten at Steakhouse 71 between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's just a staple for us. We actually go on trips and say, okay, next trip we're not eating anywhere we've eaten before, because if we don't do that, we'll just go back and eat the same stuff all the time.
yeah.
So we have
Yeah.
to make a conscious decision to try something new.
Have you tried the restaurant at Wilderness Lodge, the Snow White storybook theme restaurant?
Oh,
That is our
It's
favorite.
awesome. We go
is that
every
your
night.
favorite? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good. The food's awesome. Even the food, like even if there was any food, I just got to meet, Snow White, Evil Queen, Dopey, Grumpy. I would go. It's awesome.
But the design of it, how it's
Everything
the
is
decor,
beautiful.
it's just like
Yeah.
a beautiful setting. We want to stay at Wilderness Lodge. That's on our wish list too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now
yeah.
I'm guessing you've been to Chef Mickey's.
yes,
Yeah.
Chef
I
Mickey's is
haven't
so
gone
much
there.
fun.
Yeah, have you gone for like all three, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the food?
Not me.
No, yeah, I think I've done breakfast. I don't think I've done. Oh, maybe I
Breakfast.
have done dinner years ago.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
done breakfast multiple times.
I think breakfast is the best.
Yeah.
Their food is awesome.
Yeah. And the last time we did that, we went on our last day when we had to leave for the airport. So we still had some Disney magic on our last day, so we weren't so sad. So definitely recommend that.
Yeah, definitely.
I know you said for Epcot that it's hard to pick which country, and you end up going to Connections. But if like you could go anywhere right now, like what country would you choose for like whether it's a snack or a meal? Like, does anything stand out to you country wise? Any favorites? And I know that might be tricky.
I love the nachos in Mexico.
Mm.
I love those. They're very good.
Yeah. We've explored, every country, but we haven't gotten food from each country. So I think that should be a goal for next time, to get at least like one food from each country.
Yeah. Well, definitely you and Dad can do that. I might not be able to, but we'll see.
Carrie would probably
desserts I can handle.
If you change the question, where would you go for a drink in Epcot? A refreshing drink. Carrie, where would you go?
Oh, I would go to, well, what I like to do, again, we're such creatures of habit. Like there's so many things that we do all the time. Like I like getting the shaved ice in Japan. Like I never go to Epcot without getting a shaved ice. Like that's my favorite thing. And if no one's ever had a shaved ice, I'm like, come on, I'm getting you a shaved ice. So I like getting the shaved ice in Japan. But like we will do the nachos, we'll do like fish and chips in England or the UK. Like we sort of have the regular things like that we like to do. I like Morocco. Like I guess if I could go, I would probably go eat in Morocco right now, or I would go to maybe have like go to Japan. Those would probably be the two that I would pick.
Yeah.
If I could click my heels and be there right now for dinner or lunch.
Yeah. So from talking a little bit from past times, like maybe when you first started going to Disney, as a child with family like Francine, or as a younger adult, what do you think is like the most
biggest different, or the most similar?
From when we started going?
Yeah, like
The
from the
biggest
first
difference for
time you
me,
went to like
Present.
now.
Yeah.
for me, I'm going to say the crowds.
The what?
The crowds, the
Oh yeah.
crowds. There's a lot. It's a lot more. It's a lot busier now than even when I started to go as an adult. So, but yeah, that would be my big. The crowds are a little bit different.
I think you're right. The crowds, and I think now the planning, like the planning that's required,
Yeah, it
the
takes
technology
days.
makes things good, but it also takes away from years and years ago at Walt Disney World, the characters roamed the way they do in Disneyland, and they can't do that anymore because they would get swarmed. So like that, I noticed is a big difference is the planning for Walt Disney World.
Yeah,
There's so much that
definitely.
goes into it.
Do they tend
Well,
to roam around more in Disneyland, the characters?
They do, yeah. They do. Yeah, it's the vibe. The vibe is a little different there. I think often when I'm traveling with Fran, one of the cool things is because she's been there since she was 3. Like she'll say like how it was when she was a young girl. Like there was probably no wait times listed, and she always says like they would go in the park and they'd head straight to Space Mountain, and you didn't know if you were going to be waiting like 30 minutes or 2 hours, and you just got in the line and you did what you did, and then when you got off the ride, if you wanted to go on it again, you just went in that line again. You really had no clue what you were getting into. And I would think like if you asked like kids that grew up with Disney right now, like that would just be like like they wouldn't believe it, right? That there was no app, there was no online ordering, there was no you just kind of you just went in and you waited in lines the old fashioned way, which we still wait in lines the old fashioned way, but now we have phones to play with while we're in line and apps to play on and all of that stuff. And it tells us how long the line is supposed to be. So
yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the parks.
So I've been wondering, there's a lot of controversy if Animal Kingdom is a whole day park or not, and obviously maybe with the stuff there we'll be adding. Maybe it will be, but do you think it's a whole day park?
I think it can be a whole day park. It's never a whole day park for me. Only because, I love it, but I find Animal Kingdom the hottest park, like the temperature wise, and the hardest to walk because it's not flat terrain. So it's I get tired there faster. But that being said, now that they have more Zootopia stuff, I will spend more time at Animal
I will
Kingdom
say,
for sure.
all the stuff you can do with like the animals and all that stuff, I think, but like we only really do the Avatar area and the Mount Everest roller coaster. So I really don't think
is going away.
No, it's not.
Oh, Mount Everest is going to stay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get confused.
I mean it's only open till like 7 o'clock, right? So I don't think it's a whole day park, at least yet.
Yeah. What do you think about the new rides and experiences, maybe in particular at Hollywood Studios? We haven't experienced those new ones yet, like the Villain Show or the new Ariel experience. Have you both have done those since it recently opened?
You haven't done the Villain?
It's not like, I think at this point it's not like I'll probably go on my next trip, but I'm not really like enticed to go on them because of because they are for families and whatever. So
maybe our next trip we'll do it together. I've done them both. I did them both. I'm not one for like stage shows, so for the Little Mermaid one, I was kind of like, meh. It was cute. I was glad I did it, but it's not something I'm going to continue to go back. The Villain Show I think is fun. I do because we don't get enough villains. So that show to me, it was fun to see the villains performing.
Are you excited about the new Villains Land coming?
I've heard a lot about it. They're trying to make it more kid friendly, which is annoying because like do something cool. Like they were gonna do this like Maleficent like roller coaster where you're like underground, and I'm like, okay, then do it. And then they're doing this like Emperor's New Groove roller for like family friendly thing, and I'm like,
you want a little more
thrills. I want more like cool things, and they're doing a ride like the Ariel ride, and I'm
who
like,
knows?
make
Maybe
it more fun. It's
mind.
Villains.
I know.
Sorry, but like that got
she's
me
getting heated up here. I think if it's going to be villains, you got to make it somewhat not bloody gore scary, but a little bit
No,
more
I'm
thrilling.
saying more like scary.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I'd be happy if it was like family friendly, because as you get older, those scary rides or the thrill rides are a little like they're getting hard. I keep saying this, like there's going to be a day that Disney comes out with a ride that I won't even try once. I haven't got there yet. I've been on everything once, but there's gonna come, like I'm probably not gonna see the Muppets on the Rock and Roller Coaster.
I agree with you there, because I'm not a roller
It does
coaster
go upside
person.
down, yeah.
Yeah,
Me and my father we're
yeah.
going. Now, what about the Monster Inc. roller coaster where it's, I don't know, it's called, like the track is above you? What do you think about that? Would you go on that?
I think it's going to be one of those, I'm going to try it once in hope for the best, but it could be like, what's the one at Epcot that I can't do now?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I've done it once, and that I will never do it again.
I love Guardians.
I can't do it either. So when Isabel and her dad go on, I usually go shopping or I go hang out in Italy and explore the countries.
Carrie, you've done it a few times.
Do it.
Carrie's done it more times than me.
Yeah.
I was surprised I felt okay on it. I thought it was going to be a one and done because how it moves, but I think it's like just how for me, I think it's how smooth it is, and maybe because it's really not I'm not very good with 3D things. So, but considering there's screens everywhere and things spin, I thought I was like one and done, and I'll be going to have some nachos while everybody else rides on it. But so far so good.
Do you have a favorite spot in I'll say Magic Kingdom? Like if you just could go sit for a day or part of the day, or
absolutely.
What do you think about?
Mine is right at the top of Main Street. It's actually my screensaver, so you can see it on my phone. It's the little the little yellow tables next at the end of Main Street on the right hand side. You can see the castle. And there's umbrellas, and you can hear the music of Main Street. It's just that's my happy place.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
How about you, Carrie? Either at Magic or at Disneyland.
At Magic Kingdom, I would go to Fran's happy place, or I would be on the People Mover. That would probably be my favorite seat at Magic Kingdom, is riding the People Mover. At Disneyland, at Disneyland, there's seats. There's places that sit everywhere, but like I would sort of do the equivalent, and I'd be at the end of Main Street on a bench, just people watching at Disneyland. So
Carrie had to get that in there. So when you finally go to Disneyland, you will see, and I will agree with her about this. There are probably 5 times as many benches at Disneyland.
10 times as many benches at Disneyland. There's places that sit everywhere. Yeah. So you can really just sit and enjoy it and soak it in and instead of just having to keep moving like they have at Walt Disney World. There's nowhere to stop. You need to eat, you got to find a garbage pail. You just got to keep moving. Everything at Walt Disney World is all about keeping people moving. Where at Disneyland, you could just sit sit there for hours.
Yeah. I know, from listening to your different podcasts, sometimes maybe you're not, like you said, like on the go, you kind of like take it all in, or you maybe take in more like experiences or check out the resorts and like just kind of hang out type of thing. And like, I would love to do that instead of like always being like on the go, just kind of like, kind of like a leisure stroll, type of thing. But we tend to, pack it all in, right? Yeah. But sometimes you need that little break. So from your experiences, from your the different travel agencies that you work for and with, what are some of like the best tips or best practices that you would offer someone that are planning a trip, whether it's a family or 2 best friends going, or what would be like some key things that you would suggest or advise?
I think my first obviously is use a travel agent, but not just any travel agent, one that specializes and focuses on Disney, because it is a very complicated trip. With all the lightning lanes and the different resorts and all of that kind of stuff, it's important to have someone that understands it. And then mine, which is kind of controversial, but I do tell my clients, is almost the flip side of, I've been going for 50 years and I don't believe I've seen everything. So don't expect that you're going to go for 7 days and see everything. I want you to go. I want you to do as much as you can, experience what you can and enjoy it. But you don't feel the pressure to see and do everything, because you're not going to. That's what keeps everybody coming back. That would be my tip. Carrie, what's yours?
Kind of mine the same. That was like, my thing is, I'm always telling people like to think about, because everybody gets on Facebook groups and gets on, gets on the internet, and they get so overwhelmed. And I'm always trying to like talk to people about like, but what's going to be best for you and your family? What's going to be best for your girlfriend trip? What's going to be best for, your family makeup? And like, because there's so much, once you open up to the world of the internet, there's everybody telling you what to do and what makes the perfect trip. And lots of people are telling you, you've got to do everything, just like Fran says. So like really being thoughtful and thinking about what makes sense for you. Like, how many times have we had people that they take forever to try to decide what hotel they're going to stay at? And then when they come back, they're like, we didn't even see the pool because when we got there, we went crazy, right? So really like thinking about what makes sense for your family, and then trying the best when you get there to stick to that plan, because everything at Disney is magical. Like, kids make best friends in the pool. Like, you sometimes, like, while you're waiting for the parade, like the interaction you have with the custodial staff, like everything is a magical experience. And like just thinking about the trip as a whole, not just like getting to the parks and running and checking every single attraction off the list. So that's what I always try to tell people, what makes the most sense for you guys, and think about that instead of like the pressures of the perfect Walt Disney trip, because what's perfect is what's perfect to you, not to everybody else. So that's a struggle, I think.
Yeah. Do you want to ask that?
Yes. So if you could, I've actually asked my mom this when we did our interview together. If you could work one job at Disney, like what would it be?
Oh, I know. Like, I have a couple of these are my retirement jobs if I ever could retire at Walt Disney World. So my jobs would be, I would like to be the ladies that are in the gift shops that are like writing names on ornaments. That would be, again, this is not what I would want to do if I click my heels right now. I only imagine working at Disney in my retirement. So I would be on Main Street. In Disneyland at the end of Main Street, there's a little Christmas store, and I'd like to be the lady in there painting the names on people's things. Or they have where you can cut like the silhouettes of people or cats. So I think I would like to learn that skill, and I would maybe like to work in the silhouette. So I would like to do something crafty.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty, like, so all of my things are like, whenever I see things that are crafty, I'm like, wouldn't that be lovely to do that job? So yeah, nothing too in depth. I don't want to be Imagineer. I don't want to run the joint. I don't want anything like that. I just would like to have one of the craft. Sometimes I want to be the people that make the candy apples. Again, that's something with my hands. So, in the window making the candy apples, like dipping them in all the nuts and putting them on the shelf. So maybe that. So those are my three. Yeah. I have three jobs that would be my dream retirement job if I could at Walt Disney World.
Sounds fun.
I think for me, I would like to drive the monorail, but only on the Magic Kingdom loop.
Okay.
I would like to do that, because then you were just going from resort to resort, and then every day, like multiple times a day, I could drive through the Contemporary and see the castle. I think that would be my ideal.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That sounds amazing too. Oh my gosh.
So I'm wondering, why do you keep going back?
I can answer that. Like, I go back because of, like, again, I'm not tied to the characters, and I don't have history of going since I was 3. I love being there with Fran and understanding and experiencing why she loves it. It's the most amazing thing from her perspective to understand her connection to it. For me as an adult, I go because of my Disney community. I don't go to ride all the rides. I go to be there with the people that I'm traveling with. Like, that's what it is all for me. It has everything to do about the people that I'm there with and sharing that experience than it does the actual theme park. as silly as that sounds.
Yeah. Oh, I love
And
that.
so
It's not like
definitely.
getting on Space Mountain or something.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
yeah.
How about you, Francine?
Yeah, I think same thing. Like a lot of it is being with the people. Like it's such a different experience when Carrie and I are there together, and we're just it's so relaxing. Which is funny because you don't think of Disney as relaxing, but we've actually gone and done a week at Disney together and not gone on a single attraction. Yeah, like that happens because we're the food is good, the service is good, the beds are comfy, the resorts are lovely. Like there's just so much more to it than that, and all of that is just it's just a happy place. It's just you just feel good when you're there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would definitely say, we definitely want to explore, different states, different,
Yeah. Like I would like to
countries.
spend more time in
but-
Epcot exploring it more.
Yeah. But like
Mhm.
I wish, our goal is to go soon this summer if we can. And hey, I gotta throw it out there. We would love a Disney sponsor or some type of sponsor for our podcast. We can go for the podcast, right? Go for content, go for
definitely.
pictures. But it's definitely our like family happy place, our special
Yeah.
place. And if I'm having a bad day, I will think of Disney for sure.
Yeah.
So
Now-
we just have a couple more
Yes.
questions.
I was wondering if you could explain Disney in just 3 words to someone that has no idea what Disney is. What would those 3 words be?
I think, Fran, you're going to be good at that.
Oh, I don't know. 3 words that describe Disney.
And it's not like you'll be explaining it to us. It'd be someone you had like
Mhm.
they have no idea what Disney is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oy, oy.
You can pick 2 words if you want.
Yeah.
Well, you said happy, right? It's your happy
Happy,
place.
magical.
Yeah, happy for sure, and magical. And
It feels there's some kind of certain sense of belonging in Disney.
that's what I was going to say too, belonging.
Were you going to
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, belonging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's
Like,
something.
everybody's there experiencing the same thing. Everybody's experience, like, even if you don't know each other, like everybody's experiencing the same magic. You're just in that same bubble and you're getting that same hug, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody's feeling that. Like, sure that people are getting hangry and maybe somebody's having a meltdown, but in the end, like what you remember most is that big warm Disney hug that you get when you're in that bubble. So
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. So, our last question before we ask you how we can find you on the internet world there is how has Disney changed your life? And this was a question that Isabel actually had. I hope you don't mind me reading it. But yeah, she came up with a lot of these
Yes,
questions.
they're
so
good.
love
I'm
it.
going to give myself applause.
Oh,
but...
yeah. How has Disney changed your life?
mm,
I think for me, it is my life. It's not even to change my life. It's so much of my life.
Oh, I love that.
It's my friends, it's my family, it's my happy place, it's my it's my work, it's my hobbies, it really is my life.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Carrie?
pretty much the same. Like, you think I wouldn't know, like, I have this Disney stuff started with my sister-in-law. She's the one that brought us on that first trip. So she was a Disney fan, but that turned into like a small Disney community amongst us and some pin traders. And then it turned into me becoming a travel agent and meeting Fran and meeting other travel agents and having hundreds of travel agent friends now.
Yeah.
And having travel companions and having friends for life that I would have never had, right? And if I would have never went on that Disney trip, or I wasn't that type of, my brain didn't click when I was like, ooh, this is fun, this planning, then I would have I might have never went to Walt Disney World, really. Like, I was an adult, I was a young adult, like the world was my oyster. I could have traveled anywhere in the world. And that one trip to Disney had triggered this, like, and again, it was completely like, this is fun. Like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
coordinate so much, and it's so much fun, and it's easy. Then that's what happened. So like, you think I'd have so many friends. I would probably be doing, like the career, like my career is Disney. Everything's Disney. So
Oh,
yeah.
amazing. So how can people find you? Your your podcasts, social media.
Yeah.
If you want to do a
Fran's
shout
gonna
out.
say this to do their spiel, Fran. Where?
Yeah, so it's pretty much, you can find us online at the Pixie Dust Fan podcast. We're everywhere you have audio. We don't do YouTube. Excuse me. We have a YouTube channel. Like, our podcast goes to YouTube, but it's not a video of us. We haven't graduated to video yet, because 9 times out of 10 when we're recording, it's like first thing in the morning, and neither one of us has brushed our hair. But yeah, you can find us online wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Amazing. Do you have any other questions for Francine or Carrie?
I just want to say thank you for coming. Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah. So, before we close our podcast, we typically talk about our tale of the week, and we tie it to, like, sometimes our cats. So it's tail, TAIL, because we have 3 cats, or like just something about something good that has recently happened over the past week or month or whatever.
Yeah.
So
you can go.
I can go first. Okay, actually, the night before we recorded this particular episode, we watched the Muppet show, the new one, on Disney Plus, and so it was a lot of fun. We actually hung out with our one cat, Kitty, down in the basement. We have 3 cats, but they have to be separated. But anyways, but Kitty also got on top of the couch behind me and started eating my hair. So
that was a great experience.
So that was fun. but no, I enjoyed the Muppet Show, and I know Carrie, you're a huge Muppet fan, and I enjoyed it, and they have decided now to renew it, right? To continue the episodes. That was kind of like a taste, right? To see how feedback would be.
I don't know.
I don't know if they've confirmed yet that they're going to do more. I think we're hopeful.
Yeah,
I hope
so.
Popular.
Yeah, I hope so. It was fun. It was fun to see the 2 old guys up in the corner, and Miss Piggy was a hoot, and yeah, it was fun. Yeah. How about you as well? Do you have a tale of the week? I
have 2.
Oh, okay.
Last Thursday, I went to my high school Mount to register for my classes, and
she'll be starting there in September.
Yes.
So big changes, transition.
Yes. And I also I had a day off last Friday, and I got to just go to my dad's school, and it was a much needed day off. It was nice.
He's a teacher, so she still went to school, but
it was fun in my normal school.
Yeah, she got to help with the little ones. So yeah. So
that's great.
How about either of you?
Carrie, you want to go first?
Yeah, I got some tales for you. I got 2 new tales for you. So what I'm going to tell you. So I got a couple new kittens a week or 2 ago, and they bring me so much joy. Like they're just the cutest little things ever, and I love them. I love them. I love my old guys too, but like having 2 young cats around the house is just awesome. Like totally awesome. I want 10 cats. Yeah, they did. We called one Daisy and we called one Mickey because we had many. So we thought, well, we had many in the past. So we thought, let's round out and use those 2 Mickey and Minnie names. So one's Mickey and one's Daisy, and they're adorable. So
we have Minnie and we have S'mores, and Kitty, which is not very unique, but that's her name. So so how about you, Carrie? Or I'm sorry, not Carrie, Francine.
Yeah, so I don't have any cats, but mine could be a tie into cats, because my exciting thing this week was I managed to watch Zootopia 2 about 5 or 6 times, and there's cats in there, the lynxes and stuff. But it was so much fun. I every time I watch it, I see a new like little Easter egg for different movies and references. So yeah, it's my favorite. I just love it. So that was very good this week.
Fun. Well, thank you again for being on
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
having us. This was such a joy,
Well,
and we were
awesome.
so happy to meet you both, and it was so kind of you to invite us on.
Yeah, we hope to meet in person
Yes,
someday.
definitely.
Yeah, because we don't live too far, but or in the Disney parks, and
That's likely where it will happen. That's most likely where it will happen.
yeah.
My friends
That
are
one.
just a
Very
city away, and we
I
always
know.
see them in Florida.
I know. So thank you for making our 25th episode extra special. We really appreciate it. So want to do our sign off, Girly?
Thank you for joining, and we'll see you for episode 26
Soon.
And bye.
Bye for now. Take care.